Right, good morning everyone. It is Easter Sunday and I'm working. My choice, didn't have to, but I just get bored sitting about doing nothing. So might as well come and earn some money. I'm in an empty house. I don't know if any of you watched any of my other videos, but this was the job with all the blue grit on it, which is all been decorated and looks really nice now. I'll just turn around and show you a couple of areas. So this was the hallway. It's all been plastered, but it was all that everything was blue gritted for me, so it's nice to see it all decorated. So I didn't decorate it; customers decorated it themselves. Just all white. This was the hallway. This was a bit of a bitty job. This one. It was sort of bits everywhere. I built some stud walls here, and anyway, it was just all over the place before it was done. But yeah, it's come out nice now. So that's that. Another bedroom, all done. This bedroom, all painted, all done. So over the course of a few weeks, I've gone through the whole house. It's the hallway, all done now. And then so on and so on downstairs. But anyway, today's job is this little bathroom, which has been blue gritted again for me. It's going to take a bit of bonding over and then rip the old tiles off. You can see some of it is pretty deep. It's been foam filled in some of the deeper areas. But so first thing is really to knock up a load of bonding, and I've got no half time on the van, so hopefully it shouldn't take too long to start pulling in, so I can get a skim on it. And by the looks of it, I'm only blending onto that because the customer had done a bit of plastering himself just to get all the rads on the wall. So he's put a bit of tape down there, but obviously I'm gonna have to move that tape and blend in a bit. There's no way I'm gonna be able to blend that to there, so I will come across to about there. Same at the top. So first things first, see if there's a kettle on the job. If not, there's definitely one in my van. And mix up a load of bonding and get this all flattened out. Then I can chuck the ceiling on while that's going off. And yes, hopefully it won't be too much of a long day, but I've got so much work at the minute, and Easter is sometimes it's nice to have a bit of time off, but I get a bit bored with it. There's not a lot to do really. We're going on holiday soon, so all the money's being sort of put towards that. So I didn't just want to sit about and do nothing when I could come out and just sort of clear some of the jobs out of my diary really. It's a perfect day, it's an empty house, Easter Sunday, nothing else happening. So I might as well get on with a bit of the old collar. So that was the customer. They've asked me obviously not to plaster onto this wall because the radiator's there and it's all decorated behind. So I said I'd feather in, but looking at it, even so, you can see I could lose it, but the feathering's probably going to have to kick right out to here to really lose it. You're not going to lose that much of a step just by feathering it there. You're always probably going to see some sort of discrepancy on that unless you start feathering, you know, bringing it right in to lose it. So what the customer has said is that he's got a tile from there round anyway. So he said might be easier just to put a stop bead down there, which is much easier for me because I haven't got to worry about blending in there. I could just get a nice stop bead down there and work from that. So I'm glad he phoned me when he did. Otherwise I might have started to pull bonding across there, which would have just completely undermined everything he wanted to do. So yeah, good suggestion by the customer really. Well, good suggestion for me. Makes my life a lot easier.
Time lost
Chucked all the bonding on all the walls. Just got to let it pick up a bit and then give it a bit of a float up or a brush or whatever. Hopefully it'll pick up enough so I can start getting some skimming on the go really. So that's the worst of that done. It's not so bad, it's only about 10:15 I think, so it didn't take too long. It looks as rough as guts, but I should put a thick coat of finish on it. I'd like to get it on today really while this stuff is still got a bit of dampness to it. It doesn't suck in so much. So I'll get my beads ready, get them cut, ready to go around the window. And I haven't got a stop bead for this. I'm just going to find a straight edge of some sort, fix it there and then skim to it, because I think he's going to put a tile bead against this and then tile off of it. So all I've really got to do is give him a straight line, so I'm not going to worry about putting a stop bead on it. Because there's no way to get one today. Right, so I need to get a straight line up here, but I've got no stop bead, so I found an old bit of timber. I'll just try and piece that up there. So let's get the old level on. Come up. So level there. So we're going to follow that line there. That's the plan. I'll get this bit of timber there. Drill a couple of holes in it. Okay, so I've just put a couple of offcuts of wood up here to form a nice straight line. Can you see the laser level on there? Let's have a look. Yeah, you can see it, yeah. So there we are, that's that. That'll form a nice straight edge. I'll skim to that and then gently release it, and then he can put his tile bead on there and tile off that. Gets me out of that problem. So this has been on a good hour or so now, this stuff. Excuse me, probably about an hour and a bit. So it's starting to go, you can see, it's starting to go dark. there's some deep bits around. That's quite deep under there. But I'll have a good tidy up, get myself ready for mixing up some skim, and see if I can go and get it all done in a day then. That's that all scratched up. Now I know technically you don't need to scratch bonding up because obviously it's built to just take plaster to stick to it, but it does make it a better job, I feel. I just feel like you can't go wrong with a little bit of key, and the float will obviously pass over a few high and low spots and maybe knock a few bits off there for you, but I don't see it can do any harm by putting a key in it. It can only make it sit in there a bit tighter really. So that's that. So it's coming up to about 11 now. So I'm gonna start mixing up a little set, and I'll just probably get the ceiling on. Maybe that back wall. I'm not gonna try and do it all in one hit. I'm not gonna push myself stupid really. 2 hits will be fine in this room. I'm not in a rush, so let's get on with it. So getting there now. I'm not going to finish today. I just can't be asked to finish, to be honest. I've just taken that bit of timber off down there. So he's going to tile that. So he's going to put a tile bead down it. So yeah, it looks a bit rough from there, but once it's all tiled, looks like a nice big chunk of chocolate there. So that's all nice and straight and plumb down there for him to tile onto. So I'm going to be leaving that wall today. I won't do that. Got the reveal one to set in that, and this back wall I'll leave. That was still a bit wet down there because that was hardwood. I ran out of bonding. I had to use some hardwood down there, and hardwood just doesn't go off as quick as bonding. So anyway, that's there. I don't think it does anyway. Don't take my word for that, but it never seems to. So that's on. Ceiling's all on. Let me take you back a bit. Ceiling's all on. And that wall's on, so I'm just polishing, well, just trailing it up now. So I'll pop back. I've got another little job on Tuesday, not far away, so I'll just pop back Tuesday afternoon and chuck them two on then. And that is my Easter Sunday nearly done. So another day's work done on Easter Sunday. I don't think I've ever worked Easter Sunday before. Not unless I was probably working on a firm and I was on call out or something like that. I used to do call outs years ago. I used to work on a firm, and I think it was every 4th or 5th week. You did the first week was you was backup for call outs, which meant that there was someone else on call out, but you was their backup. And then the next week you was on call out and you had a backup. Back then they used to give you a tenner a day extra to be on call out. So that was probably 25 years ago maybe. So you were getting 70 quid a week. So by the end of your thing, you'd get 140 quid just for being on standby for call out basically. And then obviously you got called out as well, and then you'd obviously get more money for your call outs. So you could knock up a nice little bit of extra money there really. You really could, because each call out, you wasn't going to go out for a minimum of like, I don't know, I think minimum was 2 hours. So if you was somewhere, if it was local and you went and plunged the toilet and you was finished and back home within like an hour, 2 hours doesn't sound enough. Might have been a minimum of 4 hours. I can't remember now, but whatever. So if you did 8 call outs on a Saturday, you could really like build up some nice wages actually. It was really good. I was earning really good money then. For working on a firm, I was earning really good money, and it was a great firm to work for. Plenty of overtime, all these call outs. The work wasn't ridiculously hard. It was more paperwork than anything. There was a lot of health and safety involved in it. Risk assessments and all this lot. It was the best firm. I think had that firm had not finished, I would still be there to this day. I absolutely loved it then. It was such a shame that firm ever had to finish. It was just great. It was a good camaraderie with the blokes, and like I say, I was earning good money then. Really good. But anyway, that is me just reminiscing. So yes, I'm on my way home from working Easter Sunday. I've worked all over Easter, and I shall be working Easter Monday as well. And more or less the reason for that is that I've got a couple of things coming up. We're going on holiday in June. It's my wife's birthday in May, and I've booked a nice hotel spa with the restaurant, you know, the full works. It's both my children's birthdays in May and June. And although they're older, I still give them a few quid each. And all this stuff needs paying for, you know. So it's all right booking all this stuff, but you've got to pay for it somehow. And life is expensive as it is, with everything going up all the time. The van's just cost me 500 quid this week, or last week. So if you don't put in these extra hours, you're not going to have the spare cash to go and have these nice things, these weekends away, or these little treats and all that. So although it's no fun working over Easter, I felt like I had to, because all I'd be doing otherwise would be sitting indoors thinking about the jobs I've got to do. So I just thought, you know what, I'll just go and do the jobs, get them done. And that's like, Easter's gone then. I always find Easter quite a boring time of year really, because the weather's never usually fantastic at Easter. So you just end up dossing about for 4 days really. You visit a bit of family, that's alright. But usually you just end up sort of scratching your fingers, scratching your head, twiddling your thumbs as they say, waiting to get back to work. So I had the opportunities to do some work without disturbing customers, because that house was empty. I'm on the roof of another house tomorrow, so I'm not in anyone's way. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to go and do these jobs and earn some money to pay for all these nice things that are coming up. So that's that really, but I'm nearly home now. Going to see my lovely wife, have a nice cup of coffee, because there was no milk there. There was no milk on the job, or I've got a few tea bags in the van, but there was no milk. And I can't even drinking tea with no milk. What was that? I don't know what that accent was. Was it Scottish? I'll try again. I can't be drinking tea with no milk, Mr. Mandarin. Is it Scottish? Let's try an Irish one. Let's try an Irish one. I'll say the same sentence, but now I'll do it in Irish. I'll do Southern Irish first. Try. If any of you Irish are watching me, I'm not taking a piss. I'm just trying to entertain, really. So I try the Scottish, Southern accent, Irish first. I cannot be drinking the tea with no milk. Not bad. So now I've got to balance it out with a Northern Irish one. Alright, let's try and get me. When I say Northern Irish, I always think of, who was the Jimmy Knapp, was it? I can't. I need to build up to it. Northern Irish. I cannot. No, can't do it. I cannot. No, I can't be drinking the tea with no milk. I can't drink the fucking tea. If I still need to swear to get to, I can't drink that fucking. I can't drink the fucking tea with no fucking milk. I'm not getting it. I know I can do better than that. Let's just go back to Southern Irish. I can't drink the tea with no milk in it. Just thinking of Father Ted, that gets me there. Just think of, tea father. I can't get into Northern Irish. Let me try. I've got to get into Northern Irish. It's a harsh. I can't drink. I'm not going northern enough, am I can't drink that. John Cole, he was I can't drink that fucking tea with no milk. That's a bit better, isn't it? I'm not drinking that fucking shite with no fucking milk in it, mother. This is probably getting offensive now. I'll balance it out, do a bit of Welsh if I can. Well, I won't be drinking the milk there. Got Irish again. It's fucking hard to get back down the country. Welsh. Let's go, Tommy. Tommy, if I try and sound like Tommy Jones, it gets me back down there. Tommy, I cannot drink that. I can't have a cup of tea with no milk in it, can I? I cannot have a cup of tea with no milk in it. That's not bad, is it? Is that Tommy Jones? I don't know where the dialect comes from all over. Obviously there's different accents, different dialects. I suppose I could do the England. I'm English, so I'll be offending no one if I just take the piss out of English accents. So I could do obviously mine, which is I suppose Southern. Bit of Cockney. I ain't drinking out. What? Bit of Cockney. Well, I suppose I am Cockney, so it's me. It is me doing this. I don't need to do a Cockney. Let's try and do a Yorkshireman. Try and do a Yorkshireman. I want. keep going hitting Irish again. Yorkshireman. Cup of tea. I will not be drinking that tea, man. Where's that? That's Newcastle, isn't it? That's more up than North East. Let's try again, North East. Well, I'm not drinking a cup of tea with no milk in it, man. I'll tell you now. I'll tell you for now. I will not be drinking a cup of tea with no fucking milk in it, man. Scouse? I'll try a bit of Scouse. Let's try a bit of Scouse. Ow! It's really hard just to go from like naught into the Scouse. I need to build up. Thanks. Hey, thanks for that, lads.
Hey, is that cup of tea there? Thanks for that. I can't be drinking no tea with no milk in it, mother. I say mother. It's always talk about their mum, don't they? That's a nice cup of tea there. Stan Bottle goes Stan Boardman now. The Germans. I can't drink a cup of tea in it. It's got no milk in it, mother. I can't touch that shite. I'm nearly home now. I'm going to stop. If you want any more accents, any more dialects from across the country, let me know in the comments, and I'll try and do what I can. If you've enjoyed it, let's turn it into a little drive home impression show. Any impressions you want me to try and do, I should be up for it. The Donald. I tried the Donald. I'm trying to work on with Donald. It's not as easy as you think for Donald Trump. It's easy to say the odd word. The China, it's easy. The Donald. Anyway, I'm home now. See you later, guys.